Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Apple report for Thursday, February 8th, 2024.
But before I walk you through the charts, as usual, just want to encourage you to please click like if you haven't already. Subscribe to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel. Share the content, if you would, with friends and colleagues. And check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of both daily and weekly analytical videos just like this one. Daily analysis in the SPY and the Triple Q, that is the S&P 500 and NASDAQ 100 ETFs. Weekly analysis in the S&P 500 Index, the NASDAQ 100 Index, the Long Bond ETF, the TLT, as well as 2 individual stock picks a week that you never see on YouTube. That is 8 a month that cater to the 3 to 5 week swing trader out to the 3 to 5 month near-term investor. We're always looking for at least 20% moves on those stock picks, and you can check out all of this for no cost for 5 days. We offer a 5-day free trial up front with a wickedstocks.com subscription. So sign up for wickedstocks.com, check it all out. If you don't like what you see within 5 days, you can cancel your subscription at no cost to you whatsoever.
Let's take a look at the charts. Start with the big picture. Just a reminder, long-term support well below the market, 163.22 to 164.64 region. We closed above this area in May, set off a long-term buy signal. We revisited it in the autumn, September, October, came off of it nicely, still able to contain selling through the rest of the year, and above which I am anticipating ultimately the 236.99 long-term channel top. Now, in the interim, a few months ago, we closed above this descending channel top that is presently 177 and a quarter. And this is your bottom picking territory through March trade, and above which new highs are expected between now and, say, by the end of March. So keep in mind that it is the 176.38 to 177.31 region. We've got all kinds of stuff going on in the 177 handle roughly that can absorb selling on a monthly, possibly quarterly basis, and above which this market remains prone for longer term bullish continuation. On the daily chart, you can see that same area. We've tested it a month ago, came very close to testing it last week. And in fact, following the near miss of this longer term support last week, we did close above a descending 1/3 speed line at 184.38 today. That maintains a 3 to 5 day target at 192 even. We are 3 days into that 3 to 5 day target. 192 even in reach today, perhaps. And I will show you that there is a short term rising channel bottom today at 188.56. And so an unchanged open in the 189 handle presents 188.56 as pretty decent day support, able to contain intraday weakness, and above which we just might reach that 192 even level today, where we can place a daily high, possibly fall away from here into later week. And also just know that closing above 192 even would signal our already targeted 195.85 within probably 2 to 3 days, and within a full week of trade, 197.83. As you're well aware, if you've been following the daily Apple report for the last week or so, you know that was the settlement on Monday above the 185.38 speed line that has set up a 2 to 3 week target at 197.83, and that remains in play, holding above 184.38, expecting 197.83 over the next 2 to 3 weeks, 3 to 5 days, 192 even. And as I say, holding above 188.56 will keep 192 even in reach today. If we happen to close today above 192 even, you can expect once again 195.85 within 3 to 5 days, 2 to 3 days rather, 197.83 within 3 to 5 days, where we can top out on a weekly basis. Possibly through the rest of February, we could fall away from here. So this would be a solid zone to take profits if you got long above 184.38 a few days ago. And it's also a decent area to play the short side, I think, at least on a weekly basis, possibly on a 2 to 3 week basis. We could fall away from here. We will apprise you of what those objectives will be at that time, but it's too early to anticipate anything like that. I will say, as I said at the beginning, That longer term, we're bullish above 177 and a quarter, expecting new highs in the coming weeks. And that would be clearly indicated if we were over the next a few weeks to close above 197.83. I would expect the 210s pretty quickly and climbing as we move into March trade. But once again, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Let me go back to this chart here and say that if we break, especially if we open today below 188.56, we could fall all the way back to 184.38 intraday. So that is the day trade. The day trade is buying 188.56, selling 192 even, or selling 188.56, whatever the case may be, and taking profits at 184.38. At 184.38, once again, you can buy the market through next week, because above which, as I say, I maintain a 2 to 3 week target at 197.83. And finally, it would be a settlement below 184.38 that I don't expect to see today or the rest of the week. But if it did occur, it does aggressively pivot the market south on a 1 to 2 week basis back to 176.38, the channel top on the daily chart, which is 177 and a quarter on the weekly chart. This zone of support able to absorb selling through March trade. This is a solid get long zone of support that I can show once again here. Descending channel bottom on the daily chart at 177.31, 177 and a quarter on the weekly chart. This whole area is just a solid buy zone. And that's why it doesn't surprise me that we fell short of it last Friday. There's just too many bottom pickers down here to allow it. But if it is tested, it can absorb selling through March, and we can round back up nicely as we move into late Q2 following a test of the mid 170s. I just have a hunch that we're not going to see it anytime soon, especially in light of the fact that we closed above the 184.38 descending 1/3 speed line 3 days ago, which still maintains, once again, the 197.83 formation as a 2 to 3 week target. Make that 3 to 5 days if we close today above 192 even. I think I've pretty much said it all. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. We've put out a one stock pick this week already, Alibaba. We'll have put another one out today. That is Thursday, 2 a week. We do daily triple Q, daily SPY analysis, weekly analysis in the TLT, the S&P 500 index, and the NASDAQ 100 index. So you can see it all for 5 days for free and bow out at no cost to you whatsoever. What do you got to lose? Check us out at wickedstocks.com. I'll be back tomorrow with Friday's Apple Report. You have a great evening.